Come on in, everyone. I'm not going to be long because I have got to cook my dinner. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, that's that light. I was trying to figure out what that was. Let me move that. It don't want to. I hope everybody has been having a nice day. Thanks for the thumbs up. Please thumbs up the live when you come in. Hey, Bernadette, how are you? I hope you're having a nice day. I want to tell y'all about my day when I went. Excuse me, y'all. That all I always have when I start a video. Oh, see? Okay, hold on 1 minute. Somebody coming in. I might have to sign off and go to another room. So give me 1 minute, okay? Because I got to get this out. Yeah, that's my husband coming in. So uh I can take the computer around to the. What did I just do, y'all? What did I? So tell me that it got my camera here trying to film. Ah, well, I guess it is. I thought it was through my computer. Thank you, thank you. I had it twisted a couple of days because I cut it the other week. I had to cut out a perm. I had transition for 2 years, and my daughter is gonna put some color in it for me. So I've been trying to rock a fro. I was hoping it would, like I said before, I wanted to get more a compacted fro, but it's right now. So when I just pick my curls out and go. I wore a fro to church Sunday. Everybody told me they liked my hair, but I went in Family Dollar, and I went in there for I wanted some more everyday earrings. I got these, and I thought they was cute, and I wanted to DIY some. I wanted to buy some of those pearl looking beads that you get from uh um I think Dollar Tree sometimes have, but mine don't. So I know I can get it from Walmart. And I wanted this dupe. It's called a little sexy. I like that body spray. And I wanted to get this olive oil um, hair moisture lotion. Thank you. And when I went in Family Dollar, I keep saying Dollar Tree because, Dollar Tree owns Family Dollar now. So I went in there, looking for a few items. And I said, well, I might as well get a little bit of footage while I'm in here. I think I put the video up that I made. So, and I had said in the video, I'm not going to talk. I know these people going to get on my case and and the word I started to say, I said, I better say behind, out of here. So I was at the candles and I was, thought I saw that it's a spray that you spray in the bathroom before you go that have gotten from Dollar Tree that Family Dollar has, and it cost like $4 in Family Dollar. So I was showing that, and I was thinking the one in Dollar Tree was a bigger ball, but they might be the same size. I love that, and only a few stores we can get it. There's one more. I think it's one with a teal top too. I like that. I got that. But anyway, so I was walking around trying to get the little stuff, and you know how sometimes when you figure something is getting ready to come up, something gonna jump off, somebody gonna say something. So I just, didn't talk, pointed to stuff. Then I heard somebody behind me in the end of another aisle said, ma'am, can I help you? And I said, oh, no. So then I start playing it off like, saying like, I wonder which one of these she says she want. I said, I'm gonna call her. I play it off, and I said, Lord, please forgive me for lying. And I said, I'm gonna play it off to see what happens. So that's what I did around the store. Hi, Sam. Anybody go with me?
No.
So,
You want a piece of chocolate?
no, no chocolate, please. You know how chocolate do me. Thank
I
God
ain't getting ready to
to get some stuff for Elsie.
she said pick up some bikini. I told her we had much of here. She said that's a real Hosky. I need some here.
I ain't know Elsie used to.
Yeah, I told her to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
So she got to do it.
But anyway, so then I walked down some of the makeup. And another thing I was looking for some lotion that didn't have fragrance in it, that I figured might be a little cheaper in Family Dollar. So then a man come up behind me and said, "Man, we don't want you doing any recording. We don't allow any unauthorized recording." So by that time, and after he said that, I had turned it off, and I noticed they had workers, they were putting out freight, and everywhere I looked, I saw the workers, and I could tell it was the worker 'cause they had on the same color shirt with Family Dollar on the everywhere the pocket would be. And I think they wear a red shirt and khaki pants, something like that. So every aisle I went down, seemed like two or three workers following me down the aisle to make sure. So I said, well, I didn't go in Family Dollar that much. I'll go in there even less now. So that's the way it was. So I won't go in Family Dollar much anymore. I don't think I go in there once every 6 months. Let me know when you get ready to turn the TV on. Oh, well, let me hang in there. Let me go to, let me take my computer to another one because my husband getting ready to turn the TV on. And I don't want to get copyrighted. Now, if I hadn't wanted, I was trying to get the card out and it wouldn't come out. And if I hadn't wanted, I don't know. It seemed like to me, if I'm recording and making a video, I guess they thought it might have been, how some stores think you're their competition. So you're trying to see what prices they got on certain items so you can maybe lowball them or something like that. That's the only thing I can put it to be. I mean, and look, I seen people make videos about this wetline gel for natural hair. I got this out of Dollar Tree. And this is a 15-ounce, almost 16-ounce container. Wetline, you can see it right there where my finger is. Wetline, extreme hold. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. Let me put my stuff up so I can take this. What y'all do with the dog?
She wants some water bad too.
She probably was thirsty, very thirsty. I'm moving it. I'm getting ready to move the computer. Cause my husband's gonna turn TV on. I don't want to get copyright. So give me a few minutes, okay? It was in some of the stuff come from AT. I figure you were wanting to see it. Well,
that was back in '98.
yeah. I'm going to the dining room, and it's gonna take me a few minutes to get set up because I don't know if my computer is through charging. Cause when I come back, I'll turn some light on. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Okay, y'all. Let me run in here. Let me see if my computer's 100% charged. If you hear the noise, like I always say, it's not me and the boys. My granddaughter is washing. So let me plug the computer back in and go around there and get the rest of my stuff. And I will be right back. Okay, I'll be right back. 1 second, okay? Thanks. It's charging. I'll get in a minute. I'll go back in a minute because I got my phone charging. I had to explain to my husband. But what about what went on in Family Dollar. And I mean, the only store that's competition with them in this little small area is a discount store called Roses. And Roses is always cheaper than Family Dollar. And Roses get more Roses got way better stuff. And they I know they have more customers, so I don't go in Family Dollar probably once in a hey V, how you doing? I was just telling Bernadette about my incident at Family Dollar, and I was in there telling my husband, Bernadette, what I did to grow my perm out, I just didn't get no more perms. And when I washed my hair, I made sure I used items that didn't have sulfate in it. You know, I used even before I was natural. That's good, V. I'm gonna bring you down the lowdown on what happened to me today. Oh, I put up a video on it too. I'm doing good. I'm doing wonderful. But even before I was fully natural, I was using products that was for natural hair, because and I was, just don't get no more perm and just keep your hair moisturized, wash and condition, and and don't put no heat on. I haven't had heat on my hair in 2 years. But I went in Family Dollar today, and I got kind of what they was tripping. and I was a few steps from them probably throwing my hand parts out. Yes. I went in there and I wanted a few items. I wanted this little body spray, a little sexy, and I wanted this, the olive oil moisture lotion, and I wanted some, little everyday earrings that I wouldn't have to spend a whole lot of money for. So I said, while I was in there, I might well make a little footage. And won't long before someone down another aisle out of distance said, ma'am, can I help you? So I kept going. I said no. I kept going, but I did add the video today. So you can go see. Yes. And so I was down the makeup aisle. I went down the aisle where had the ethnic products for natural hair. Because like I said, I was looking for that. And I was looking to see what products they had for natural hair. And I know what I had seen somewhere else. So I had those two items in my hand and I had my phone. And I was holding my phone like this, because at first, I was holding it like this to record. So then to let them know that I wasn't recording, I held the phone down on this angle. So I guess the video probably got a lot of the floor. But anyway, I was trying to be respectful. But so then when I walked down one aisle where I was looking for fragrance-free lotion, and a man came behind me and said, ma'am, we don't have any, you can't be recording in here. We don't allow any unauthorized recording. So I said, okay. So I abruptly then and there turned my phone off, and I kept looking. So I had a couple of items. So, you know what? I was almost ready to take the few items that I had and just put them down out of place in the store and just said, forget it, because I know what they was thinking. They were thinking that some of their competition sent me there to record, to look at the crap they had in that store, and they don't get as much business as they should be getting. One thing, a lot of times the store has, sometimes this stuff is everywhere all over the store, and the manager and some of the workers, sometimes they be hollering and talking all over the store at one another. That's one reason why I stopped going anyway. I didn't go in there to get in drama. I heard them talking loud at each other, telling everybody business all over the store. So I only go in there when there's a few select items that I want. And I know I don't go in there once in 6 months. So that will be cut short. And it actually got on my nerve. Like when I said something on my nerve, my husband said, how many nerves you got? One. And they got on that. Okay. But they was working with the right one, because I didn't want to go ballistic in there. So I'm like Sinead Norman Martin, because I'm a lady. Hey, Nicholas, how are you? Thanks for coming in the live. Please thumbs up the live, everybody. Yes, I didn't want to act out of character, because all they want is for what they said, the angry black woman to get in there and show her behind. So wonderful, Nicholas. And I know I'm better than that. I wasn't raised like that, so I just, caused it up as experience. So I know from now on, I had just made, let me tell you, I went in Dollar Tree to get some items in Dollar Tree. And I know while I was in Dollar Tree, I bet you 3 videos. I made a video of, I made one when I was first coming in as I was shopping. I made one to show new items. Then I made another one for another reason. Then I did my haul while I was right in there, and nothing was ever said. You know what I mean, Bernadette and V? You know, they want us to go in somewhere to act like we don't have any home training. But you know what? I'm just not gonna patronize them anymore because I know if I had gone, because at one point when I go in the store, I had thought one time I'm gonna ask the manager, is it okay for me to record in here? And then when I mentioned it in a video one time, somebody told me said don't do it. And there's a store here, Cato's. I was gonna go to Cato to sell women clothes, handbags, and items. So you know, and we have a discount store here called Roses. The reason why I haven't recorded in there because they have music on in there. And I had recorded a video from there before, and I had tried to override the music with some music from YouTube. You know how they give you the free music, but it wouldn't take. I don't know what I was doing wrong. Nicholas, have you ever done any voiceover? Can somebody tell me how to do voiceover? Because I see people doing it on their video, and I said one time I want to do that. That looked like so much fun. Family Dollar don't want me to get tripping too and make a video when I see stuff that's crazy in there. You know, like when the store is out, you know, when it's old folks said discombobulated, when stuff is laying everywhere and it look unkept and the shelves, you know, they don't want me to make one like that. And because I could go live on Facebook. I'm gonna make Franks and beans tonight, y'all. We haven't had that in a long time. Franks and beans, and cause I cook all the time, so that'll be something light. Cause I told my husband I'm down, um, I'm down two more pounds. So I told my husband after we eat what pork we got in our freezer, we're gonna kind of, you know, go a little light on the pork and eat more chicken, turkey, and fish, you know, even down to sardines and salmon and stuff like that, or roast chicken, baked chicken, smothered chicken, tuna, tuna salad, you know, a tuna salad sandwich, tuna salad and crackers, tuna salad on lettuce. But I told her every now and then we might have a fried pork chop sandwich. Now I ain't going crazy. I know fried pork chops is good. At least it is to me. Y'all come on. Got 3 people in here. 1 thumbs up. Please thumbs up the live, everybody. Is Nicholas still in here? Do you know Nicholas? Do you or Bernadette or V anybody know how to do voiceover or what I would have to do? Yeah, what you eating, V? I bet she eats something good. I went to the store. I didn't get. I don't think I got any. Yes, I did. I got some apple chips, some green apple chips, and some red apple chips because you know when you got allergies, you can't eat what you want to eat. I told them the other day this gray in my hair here looked like somebody had done some ashes in my head, and I'm gray right down the middle. I said look like Morticia from the Addams Family. But yeah, I love my fro, y'all. I'm gonna work with her, get her right. I'm gonna try that wetline gel, and I want to try to do it wash and go. Thanks for the some thumbs up. But I'm gonna um, after I get off this live, I'm just gonna go and lay down and watch some TV. My first video I put on, I didn't realize that video was recorded the wrong way. I am so sorry. I didn't realize that I had uploaded it. And I thought maybe I could turn it around, but I didn't see where I could do it. So See, every time I get making a video or something, girl, y'all, I go yawning like nobody's business. I keep sticking my hand in my glasses, getting them all greasy. Come on, V, tell us what you eat now. Make us hungry now. I want to find me a new. Yes, real hot here in North Carolina too. It's mild today, so we don't have the air on. But a couple of days ago, it was like 95. Then a few days before that, it was like 80 something. So it's already been real hot here too. So I know what you mean. I'm gonna get me some backdrops. I'll think about just making it out of some sheets and just put, buy some colorful sheets, but that might not be thick enough. I think I'll probably get my tablet and go sit out on the porch and play my game or something. So I won't be doing too much. Y'all still. Oh, my husband loved grapes. I had to tell him to freeze them and see. I know he'll like them because he'll bring grapes. He bought some chocolate and he asked, "You want some chocolate?" I said, "No, thank you for offering to him, but y'all know I'm not I'm not trying to get all stir this eczema up again. I know chocolate would do it now. I might go and see what else he got besides chocolate because he had a bag. He probably had some Doritos. And I don't like to eat stuff like that when I got my partials in. I like to eat stuff like that when I can take my teeth out and not sitting in front. I wouldn't take my teeth out while I'm on the camera. No. My granddaughter says, "Grandma, do you have to announce every time you take your partials out?" I said, "When I'm around you, yes. So it can get on your nerves." These young people don't like when you can sum them up. But her school wear uniforms, so today she came home. I said, "You was out of uniform?" She said, "Well, we test them. You don't have to wear uniform." So I can't imagine. Hopefully no one came in there with short shorts on. Oh, Bernard, let me tell you. My husband, when we go to Dollar Tree or a store that sells sardines, my husband will buy a stack that she have, right? And I've been trying when I want a snack to stay away from like chips and salty snacks or sweet snacks. So I said, let me get a thing of these sardines and a few crackers. So I put a little vinegar on them, sprinkle a tiny bit of salt, give it a little flavor with the vinegar. Girl, those sardines were so good. And I didn't try hot sauce on it. See, you gave me an idea. So when I get off here, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get me some sardines. I'm gonna have to have some vinegar on it with some hot sauce. I can't do the raw onions. I never had smoked oysters. Did you get those from Dollar Tree? 'Cause I think I seen smoked oysters at Dollar Tree. I may not. But I'm just a barrel of fun here now. I give y'all something to laugh about. I tell you, I have been on a merry-go-round today. But there is a dermatologist on Dollar Tree, but she do different videos on skincare stuff, what you get out of the stores, and telling you if it's good or not. So she was doing some on some Dollar Tree product, and when I signed off looking at it today, she was doing it on stuff she saw Target. So shout out to her. I'm gonna write down what her name is. I think that's her. So look it up. She's a dermatologist, and I'm gonna go back in my history and finish the one I was watching because her videos are informative. At least it is for me. Let's see what else she said. The regard, I want to see that. Bernadette, I really want to see that. Sardines and smoked oyster with raw onion, hot sauce, and mustard on crackers. V, let me tell you. I mean, Bernadette, that's the way I was. My children will tell me now. My daughter here, her daughter would tell me like the other night. I made homemade biscuits. I had navy beans. Okay, I put those in the crock pot that morning. Didn't take them hardly no time to get done. I was surprised. Smoked sausage, and I made homemade biscuits. Well, my granddaughter tell me it sounds good too, Bernadette. The only thing is, my stomach would not allow me to have raw onions, but I love onions, but they got to be cooked. But my granddaughter and my daughter tell me they don't eat homemade biscuit. My youngest son, whose birthday was yesterday, I made, I made a video about making homemade biscuit. And he replied on my video that he remembered the homemade biscuit, but he don't like them. Yes, I sure thank God today. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you what anybody love to make, anybody love to eat Malco cakes or salmon cakes. Oh, girl, let me tell you, I love them. I love them with some of that meat. My husband went to the meat market the other day and come back with all this the sausage. I made them in patties and I froze them on a cookie sheet. And I always take them out, and then once they freeze them, put them in a baggie. So that way, if I only want one or two at the time, I take out what I need. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. And I said, you don't like homemade biscuit, but let me tell you, I know my oldest three sons, they love my biscuit. My son that drive trucks, one time he was driving and he was coming this area. He sent me a message on Facebook. He said, Mom, when I get down there, he told me what time he was gonna come. He said, and I want some homemade biscuits and some beans. Well, y'all know I love navy beans, so I cooked the beans. I had some that like it was kind of like the Italian sausage. What we call it? What kind of? We call them green links. Fix some of them, fix some homemade biscuit. And he put it on his timeline on Facebook. Y'all, please forgive me if I lose my train of thought. I got so much on my mind today. And he was saying how it was. So my son that passed, he always loved my biscuit. He even learned how to make biscuits. So he's the only one of my kids that. So I guess he took that to the grave with him. But anyway, he was always saying how, Ma said, my mama biscuit. He always said, I want some of my mama biscuit. But yeah, this kind of stuff, we were brought up on homemade biscuit. And um, we used to make something we would call, we didn't call them pancakes, we call them fritters. And we would just take some flour with some water and make a batter and fry like you do pancakes. And we would back then we had either syrup, we would have like Karo syrup or honey. And we would have beans, we would have mackerel cakes, we would have homemade biscuit, cornbread patties. Um, yes, we had hot dogs, but we didn't get a lot of hamburgers. When we got hamburger, my mom made like the shepherd's pie, stuff like that. And that's something I haven't made in a while. Homemade biscuit with some grandma molasses, y'all. Whoop, whoop. That would be, and let me tell you, get some of that meat. Like I said, my husband bought, and he had me cook some of that the other day for him. But that meat, I boil it a little bit to get the salt out. Then I put it in a pan and fry it. That meat popped so bad, y'all. I got a blister on my hand right now where it popped and I burnt my hand. Yeah, we used to call it fritters. Yes, yes. Let me tell you, kids today don't know what it is, because back in the day, my grandparents on my mama's side, they had there was a apple orchard with a few pear trees next, to the house. My grandparents, my granddaddy was a farmer. His father before him was a farmer, and just about all his brothers were farmers because, I guess grandpa split the land up and gave everybody their parts, everybody's farm. So, and my grandpa raised um, hogs. There was always chicken on the yard. So that's what we ate, you know? We raised what we ate. But one time, the smokehouse. My grandpa had one of my cousins watching the smokehouse. They told him when the fire get down to do this, do that. My cousin burned the whole darn smokehouse down, full of meat. My grandpa was smoking meat. I think my cousin, when he was lazy, and when he realized he hadn't been putting wood on the fire like he was supposed to, he went in there was gonna really do it up. He probably threw some gas or some kerosene or something on the fire and burnt the whole darn smokehouse down. I'm gonna ask him, do he remember that? Cause he could have been. I'm a few years older than he is, and I remember that. Cause at one point, all of us were at my grandparents' house. Sometimes we would go there. We would work in the fields, do little stuff. Sometimes we had to get the apples off the apple orchard and peel apples, and my grandma would make apple jelly and different stuff like that. And then, we'll go out in the yard and all us play. That you would think there was a daycare or a school there, because just about all the grandchildren my grandma had were out there in the yard. So we always had somebody to play with because our cousins was close by, but now, you know, families are further apart. Like some might live in Jersey, some might live in North Carolina. Even right here in North Carolina, we're divided by hours. Like my son's living in Rocky Mount. I got a son that lived in Germany. So, the cousins don't see each other that much. My granddaughter thought I forgot that she had clothes dry. She done going upstairs and going to sleep. I'm on to her now. But I think I am recording on my this camera. The other day I was playing a record on my stereo, y'all. And I was playing Free Pain, Bring the Boys Home. And I noticed I stopped hearing something. Girl, I got some stories. I Maybe I should have a video, make a channel story time. I can give you some stories. Mm-mm-mm-mm. We're having 8 brothers, but some of them was younger. Always with a whole lot of cousins. I got an uncle that I'm a little older than he is, and he would tell me my mom's nickname is Sister, right? So he he would come down and call himself at my grandma and grandpa's house Cause my grandma, her name was Corinne. I'm named for her, but her nickname was Mammy. Young and old, black and white, call her Mammy. So when we weren't working in the house, we would all go outside and play. So he would come down from grandpa. My grandpa had a general store like on the Walton. So he would come down from my grandpa's house where because the store was in the front and they lived, their living quarters were, they had a living room and kitchen downstairs and the bedroom was upstairs. So he would come down and play with us. So I don't know, he told me one day, he said, when I came over there, he said, we were playing, he said, you put my, he said, then you go and tell sister that I hit you. She whooped mine. She said, then you told all them brothers you got that I hit you and they whooped mine. So in the country, everybody got a nickname, y'all. So his name was Larry, and we call him Pat. And he was a little short thing, y'all. He was a few years under me, but he looked like he was, when he was about 14, 15, he looked like he was 8. And he would tell me, he said, I got my ASS whooped a lot that day. I said, Pat. Then I realized, I said, Uncle Pat, that never happened. I don't know if it happened or not, because, when you're young, sometimes you have a little vivid imagination. So I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while, but when I see him, I'm going to ask him, was he lying? And I'm going to tell him, I said, if you lie, I'm going to deck you out one last time. Pow! Right upside the kiss. No, I wouldn't hit my uncle. Because I know if I'm 67, he's probably 65. So I got I can tell you some stories. And kids don't know what it is. Kids don't know what it is to make up little games. So all of us out there in grandma's yard and mammy's and granddad, well, my granddad's name was Isaac, so we call him Granddad Isaac. My paternal grandparents was Walter and Rosa. So with Grandma Rosa and Granddaddy Walter's name was Walter Hesse, but everybody called him Hesse. So I was the oldest grandchild over there. So when I went over there, a lot of times it wasn't nobody but me unless I went down the neighborhood to play with some of my friends. But we was out there and all my cousins stuff, a lot of times they had bicycles. So if we had bicycles, they were home and not at grandma's house. So they lived at grandma's house because their mama lived in New York and they, stayed with grandma. So we were trying to find this game and everybody like, let's play run over man. So the one with the bicycle, we would roll up paper and put in the windowsill, right? So we would run from windowsill to windowsill trying to get the paper out. The one that had the bicycle was the run over man. We played some dangerous, stupid games, y'all, but we never got hurt. So we was running. It was one or two that had bicycles, and we would run from windowsill to windowsill, and we would ball up a whole bunch of paper. Sometimes they would wet the paper and put it up there so it would stay. So if you got, I don't know what was the benefit of my cousin Anthony, and his nickname was Big Joe. Anthony was a little mean. He wanted to always be the run over man. He was a few years under us, but we was out there running and playing. Y'all know we were barefoot. And running and playing, he said, I'm going to be the run over man. So we was running, trying to go from window to window. I don't know what we done with that paper when we got out the windowsill, y'all. But we just running. I think we were running from window to window, picking up paper from one window sill. Because, back then they had those window sills that stuck out like this from the window. So we would go and ball up paper and put it on the window sill. Y'all know that was one stupid game. But we had more fun than a barrel of monkeys. And we played a lot of leapfrog. And see what else? We played a lot of dodgeball. And girl, Y'all, let me tell y'all. Have you ever broke down a tree and rode the tree? We have. We, my grandpa and them, like the halls wasn't in the area where we was, like in the back door, but they had a fence around. It had a few little goats in it. So on the other side, where one of the fields were, it was younger, smaller trees. And one of my smart cousins said, let's go down the other side of the field. We had different little names we called certain parts of the yard, certain parts of the field. And excuse me. And they would say, we would say, one of my little smart cousins said, let's go over here to this one. It's smaller trees here. And let's break down a tree limb and climb the tree and ride the tree limb. Y'all, we did it. We did it. We broke down that, we climbed up that tree. Some kind of way we broke that. And the tree must have been kind of a little green, because you know, the green trees, they're a little more pliable and easy to bend. Who made a song about the trees bending in the wind or something? Well, I don't know how many of us it was, y'all. We went to that portion of the field. And, you know, if you got land, you want your trees to stay and grow and do what they're supposed to do. Well, I'm going to ask one of my cousins, which one of their small idea was it? Because everybody probably thought it was mine, because they said I can always come up with some ish, you know. But it wasn't my idea this time. I don't know how many of us it was, y'all. We got to that. We were, if you ever seen the Little Rascals, how they walk behind one another. Yes. If you seen the Little Rascal, how they walk behind one another, you know, from one go, the other one leaving behind. That's the way we were. I think my big cousin that burnt down the smokehouse, he was always a little stockier than the rest of us, because the rest of us weren't nothing but little bean poles. So he was always in the front. So if anything came, it would get to him first. So the rest of us, so we put some of the younger one kind of like in the middle, you know, because we were kind of shielding them. We got to that tree and he pointed out the tree that we were supposed to climb. Y'all know, yes, I did. I climbed trees with the fellas, me and a couple of other girl cousins climbed some trees in our days. We climbed that little, I think it was like a either oak or hickory tree. Well, he goes up the tree first. And I don't know if that time some of us might have had on some old Converse or something. And we got that tree to bend. We all climbed that tree, right? I can see it in my mind's eye, y'all. I can see it. Well, when we climbed the tree, it had to been 5 or 10, anywhere from 5 to 10 of us at one time. Well, the tree limb was long. Let me tell y'all what. We climbed up that tree. When we got that tree down and the limb was like this, and we had it so it was bowing a little bit like that, well, here go all of us sitting on the tree like this cloth here. We were sitting on the tree, and someone sat on the tree like you ride a horse. Hey, Magdalene Bernadette. Some of Burnett, I'm sorry. Some sat on the tree like you were riding a horse. The rest of us sat on the tree, you know, just like you're sitting in a chair. We got on that tree and we was grandma could say, my grandma Mammy would say buckety buck. We was on that tree and we were bouncing up and down buckety buck, and the tree started going down and down, and we were like buckety buckety buck. Then somebody said, we better go and find another tree to break down, because this was gonna break all the way down. It didn't break. That, Y'all know what? As much as we play dangerous game, okay, I thank God how He kept us through all those dangerous games we played as a child because now children can't really go outside and play. Half of the time they can barely go to school. We were outside playing in the dirt, playing in the grass, running the chickens around, or um, trying to make the goats mad, because I had a cousin, he wanted to make the goat mad because he wanted the goat to buck him. I said, you don't want the goat to head buck you. He wanted to make the goat mad so the goat would head butt him. But I thank God he kept us through all those dumb, stupid, idiotic things. And I'd be the first to tell you, yes, they was idiotic. Because as a child, you don't know better. And the older one that was in the house, keeping the house, cooking the food, or watching the younger children, but they didn't have the luxury to always come out and say, what y'all children? Every night then somebody might come out and say, holler and say, hey, they would call one of the older children names, right? Well, they might would call me, they would say, Corrine. Well, my cousin Isaac, we call him Cookie. They would say, Cookie. So sometimes we will holler back in the distance and they would get the echo. But I guess they said if we was in distance where they could get an echo, we were all right. And my grandpa has those fields, peanut fields, cotton fields, or whatever. They were some big fields, let me tell y'all. Mm-mm-mm. We would walk those fields. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes we'd be barefoot. Sometimes we would have on Converse, because most of the time we had Converse or some old loafers or something, because with so many kids, you always had some hand-me-downs. So you had some old shoes around there somewhere everybody could wear. Sometimes we would take off our shoes and go walk in the mud to feel the mud on your feet, between your toes and stuff. See, there are things that you can experience as a child that young people, and to us that was fun. But if I mentioned that, like when I when my daughter's children, well, my daughter, she didn't leave, she left when her children were young, but she came back and everything. So a lot of time I was watching her kids, and when I got ready to tuck them in, I would always tell them a little story of my childhood and things that we went through, things that happened, and everything like that. So I had been telling them things. So and they said, oh, I love to hear those stories, Grandma. But my other grandchildren that live far away, they didn't have the luxury of hearing those stories about my childhood. And so they was like, Grandma, y'all didn't have cable TV? We had three channels, channel 3, 10, and 13. Sometimes we had 27 and 33, and they came in sketchy. Whatever we watched as a family. Red Skelton, the Huntley Brinkley Report, which was news, Walter Cronkite, and stuff like that. We watched as a family. The Donna Reed Show, Doris Day, Dick Van Dyke, Mary Tyler Moore, stuff like that. I don't remember if there was a lot of shows we watched, we watched Westerns. Y'all know I love Clint Eastwood and Rawhide. Chuck Connors and the Rifleman. We watched those. My granddaddy, as he loved Gunsmoke. And the spinoff from that was Dirty Salad. I would love to see Dirty Salad. Jeanette Nolan played Dirty Salad. Y'all, the things kids don't, mm-mm-mm. Let me tell you. Yes, I have some stories. And V, you still here? It says 5 people in the chat. Bernadette said she was going to walk her dog. But I can tell you some stories probably that will almost knock your socks off. Well, can be too much better, too much worse than breaking down a tree and riding a tree, huh? So you heard it first here, and it was true. See, if we had, see now they got phones with cameras on it where you can capture all those memories. I have an old Dell 2400 tower that has some pictures on it. I would love to get off of when some of my grandchildren that's 18, 19, 20 years old was in some of those pictures. Some of them that 13, 14 might have been in one, two of them, but I could really, yeah, I could tell some stories. Let me tell you, and they all be true. Get my hair out of my face. But yeah, I had a fun childhood, y'all. And when I look at like Green Acres, because there was a time when my grand at my grandparents at my grandma mammy house, they they didn't at my mom house we had like a gas stove. Over at my grandma's house they had a wood stove, and they in order to cook they had to still make a fire in the stove. And when the winter time came, oh, that was, you know, it was fine because it kept the rest of the house, and there was wood heater in some of the other rooms, so the house was toasted warm. We didn't get cold. I remember one year in April, I don't know, I could have been maybe 10, 12, and we was out of school because of snow, or it snowed bad that year. And my brothers and my cousins stuff, 'cause they were always, my brother had go out there and cut that wood when granddaddy wasn't there, cut that wood and put that wood on the porch so when it snowed and stuff, you could have a fire. And we were so glad to get it then. But after a while, granddaddy bit the bullet and went ahead and got a gas stove because my grandma kept saying, it's too hot in this house in the summertime. And you want me to cook, you best go and get a gas stove because they didn't believe in electric stoves. Mm-mm. Even when my mom was keeping house until she went into the assisted living, she always had gas stove. They did not like electric stove. So my granddaddy knew when he came out the fields, he would have to, he wanted to have dinner. So he went ahead and bit the bullet and got grandma a gas stove. And let me tell you, the house was just like the Walton. Had the long wooden table that I guess granddaddy made it, because it looked like rows and rows of wood, and they sanded it down and then, put stain and stuff on it. Then they had the long benches for all the children. And at the end, at the head and at the other end of the table, there was a chair. My grandpa sat at one end, my grandma sat at the other end. So now, here at my dining room table, when we have a family dinner, my husband sit at the head, but a lot of time, if one of my older sons is here, instead of me sitting at the other head, I will let them sit at the head, and I will sit, in one of the side chairs. Hey, Monique, how are you? Girl, I just been, if you get a chance, you can, get the replay and see and go back over to some of the stuff. I was telling them about how my childhood was, and you know, how how we how things were back in the day. I was telling them things that children now, you know, everybody have. My daddy can say running water. I know when I grew up, we had a pump, and we had to pump the pump to get water. And I remember telling my dad one time, Dad, I want running water in the house. He said, you got running water. I said, where? He said, run out to the pump and get it. So back then, we had an outhouse. We didn't have the luxury of inside bathroom. My dad would say, you know, it take a whole lot of money to bring this outhouse into the in-house. I mean, it take a lot of money to bring an outhouse in-house. So, so okay. And cause Bernadette was saying that she would love to be a country girl. She loved hearing my stories, and I've been once again telling those stories. But I remember when we all got in 4-H, the boys, you know, they might have to raise a chicken or do something, but the girls, we had to learn how to sew and work with a pattern and stuff like that. And I remember my grandma carried me and a couple more cousins to the store that sold fabric. Cause there was a store that called the Evans Company. Downstairs, they sold a lot of stuff like shoes, clothes, stuff. Upstairs, they had like where you could buy patterns and material and buttons and stuff and different little, you know, sewing notions, stuff like that. So my grandma carried all us girls there that, you know, in 4-H they had to make this dress. Well, the dress that we made, I think we all made the same dress. We probably even all used the same pattern, but it was a wrap dress, and the way it wrapped, it had 3 armholes. So I'm gonna ask my cousin if she remembered. It wrapped in a way where you could wrap it where the open part would be to the front, or you can do it so the open part would be to the back. I'm gonna ask my cousin. And we made that dress. So our grandma showed us how. She showed us how to, because she showed us how to lay the pattern, how to take the straight pins and pin the pattern down, how to cut the pattern, how to thread the bobbin in the sewing machine, how to, you know, to trim the fabric to make sure you didn't have a lot of thread hanging from the fabric and stuff like that, you know. And my grandma, let me tell y'all, my grandma, the one we call Mammy, she could sew her butt off, y'all. If she saw something, my mama too. My mama could sew her butt off. If they saw you with something on and they lacked, they would keep that burned in their memory. And they would go home and make a pattern with newspaper or something. They would make the same outfit. I mean, back then you got flour in sacks, like you see on the Waltons. My great grandpa, he had a general store like Ike Gotsey, where the flour came in a flour sack. Well, my grandma would take those flour sacks, she would bleach them, get all the color off, and make sure they wasn't hard, make her slips out of them. She would make nightgowns out of it, trimmed it a certain way or whatever. They even made underwear with that stuff. And you know, they would make it so it would get so soft that, yeah, they made us underwear. Yes, yes, Bernadette. Yes, I remember. And my cousin married, you know, my grandmother she had a newer singer where it had a little electric foot pattern. But then she had that other old singer with that black thing under where I wanted to learn how to work that song. My cousin married that girl. She learned how to do that. She learned how to use that paddle. And so I wanted one. I told my husband one time, I want one of those old singer sewing machines. And I said, I don't want to use it. I don't want to have it as to use it. I want just to have it as a piece of furniture. So he found me one, and he sanded it and stained that thing down, and it's in my living room right now. I got an old singer that's electric that I got from a thrift store for like $4 or $5. I was gonna use that one day and the needle broke. I said, that's it. So now I have my brother's sewing machine. I was gonna sew I was supposed to sew something for my daughter, y'all. She bought this jumpsuit, and because one of the shoulder thing was broken, it had straps, and so they let her have it for like $1 or so. So she came downstairs. She said, "Mama, how I can fix this?" So it didn't have but one strap left. So, and I got it sewed up on the side where it's too big because she lost some weight. So I'm gonna take that one strap and put it around and make a halter out of it. She said, "Mama, you come up with some stuff. You can fix stuff." And so she brought it down the other day for me to fix. And then I got to find it and fix it, y'all, because she's going to Las Vegas on vacation. Her fiance taking her to Las Vegas. And I'm so good. I don't think she had ever, poor thing. Besides, when she went with me and my husband when her little boy was young. And being a single parent, I don't think that child had a vacation in a year. So I thank God that she's able to go on vacation now. So y'all keep her in your prayers because so much stuff is happening. But let me show y'all, because since this thing is filming on my, let me show y'all. See, that's my brother's sewing machine in that box. And I'm going to have to work on my stitches. Let me show you something. When I went down the other day to see my mom, I should have asked her, because it's like this, it's making this little bit of stitches, but it's doing this. So I need to sit. Hey, girl. Yeah, it was raining and storming, and I forgot about him. And just started when. So he's upstairs.
Watch my work well on the bed.
Where is it? Okay, skinny man. Did you find a button for me to put on the thing you want me to put? No, I might have some around here. No, get it, boy.
They ain't got no hard time.
Okay, we'll put them over there.
Y'all keep putting on her bed. She is there. If I say, "Hey, you want something?" She come and give it to her. She don't need it.
She heard you. She right there. I like that. Turn around. What is that?
Black and brush.
I need a copy of that.
I smell
I'm on camera. I don't want to smell your workwear. Smell like bacon. She come all up in here and smell like bacon.
it.
These new.
And I had my lady at work gave them to me. And I had these on top of it, and they still get wet. My hands be ice cold. These. Look,
Well, you need some more of
in your
these.
boots and they still get wet. My feet be wet, ice cold. Look. It be so cold in there. I don't know where the wetness come from, but it just be cold.
Well,
Just wash my work brush.
we're just gonna throw it all in there. Fade it.
I don't feel on my way to work. I got some now
Push it
wear
back over
regular pants, and then I throw the sweatpants on top of it, so I wear sweatpants every day, but still I keep them warm. I gave you these other days.
You got washed anyway, didn't you? Bree, Monique says she liked your shirt. Was that your phone?
Yes.
She claims she is so sleep. This is the girl. Y'all, what am I gonna do with this child? Oh, Monique, that's my granddaughter. This is my daughter, and that's her daughter.
I'm going to bed.
You like my hair?
Yes, I do. You like mine?
Should you gonna cut mine as short as that?
Feel it, girl. Feel like cotton. Everybody I work with rub my head. Can you have some soft hair?
No. Okay, Trey.
Y'all like my waves? I'm a aspiring
Well,
female waver.
you
I
need
need
a haircut
I'm getting one next week before I go to
because
bed.
your hair is really growing, girl. Look at that.
I'm an aspiring female waver.
Turn around.
A 1 month in.
Oh,
I did have a
where's your
design.
blonde piece?
I think the red overtook it. It's somewhere here.
Can y'all believe this child was born with a blonde patch of hair that won't go away? Thank you.
It's probably if I can run my hair back.
Put that back over here. I told I'm on in a group that got dogs like that. And one of them was just like, oh Lord. The dog is a spoiled brat. Hey, wonderful, excellent. Look at it, y'all. My daughter's dog is a spoiled brat. Look at him. Look at him. He's a spoiled brat. I call him a Velcro dog. Look at him. I told Hank to bring Chloe over here because you know they sent Sam to Greenville.
No, that's why it's called him.
So I told Hank to bring Chloe here, but I was scared. She had Mary, but I was scared Omar was
Bless you.
Omar was overpowered.
So what the dog is?
On the back porch again.
So what if somebody they say we stop right up there and see she need to go out and eat?
Hank did all that. He gave her water, stuff, turned her out. I said, can you imagine all the dog poo that's gonna be on the back porch? I told Hank to bring her here, but I was scared Omar would hurt her. Remember when Prince was here? I don't know. That's another reason we didn't know whether or not.
I'm not raising no puppies. I'm afraid Omar was gonna hurt one.
I'll tell her. Toy.
Yeah.
V said your hair is lit.
Thanks.
She said thanks. She does it herself. She get it cut all the time, y'all. Her hair grows fast. That's how I know when if I cut mine her grow fast like mine. What, Bree?
You said he would do what? No.
That he will hurt Chloe.
Chloe?
Hold your head down here, let me show. My daughter, come here, Bree. My daughter dyed hers. What color is it supposed to be? Green?
It's green now. It was blue.
She said it was blue, now it's green.
It's gonna be pink.
Oh Lord, please no pink. Oh, Toy.
Yeah.
Guess who got hair makeup? And I was gonna get something you put in my hair, but I didn't know it was all right. Put in my hair. Dollar Tree got some hair makeup.
Keep on. Dollar Tree gonna have your hair as well.
I don't care. It's hair to grow back. They got purple, blue, green, but they got lavender. Yeah, my daughter was born with she has blonde in her hair. And when people, before she started dyeing all them crazy kooky colors, and people see her, they would ask her, why you put that blonde hair in your hair? She said, God put it in there. So the red is the only thing that will overpower the blonde. But she had blonde hair and I think some of the front part. My second oldest brother, he has 4 children, and all of them are a strawberry blonde. It's getting a little darker as they get older, but they were all strawberry blonde. And Mom told me that my hair was blonde, and it started to get darker as I got older. But my daughter worked at that hair, y'all. She keep that hair. She cuts. It grows fast, so. And the front is growing, but as it grows, it's curling. I told her I had to comb my curls out to get this. I wore a fro to church Sunday, y'all. And everybody was like, oh, I love your hair. How did you get it like that? I said, well, I comb the curls out, and here you go. Monique, oh, you talking about the blonde in her hair? That's why you said, wow, yeah, yeah, my second oldest brother, his name is Dennis. And I told you in the country, everybody had a nickname. His nickname was Fruit Cake. Because Mama said when she was pregnant, she was at a fruit stand and she wanted to see how sweet the strawberries was. And when she just took one and somebody said something, she took a strawberry and plopped it in her mouth and closed her mouth because she won't get in trouble for trying to see how sweet they were with her being pregnant. And he was born with a raised area on his tongue. That Mama always said it was because of that strawberry she plopped in her mouth when she was pregnant. And he licked his tongue out. Hey, Khadija. Thank you, baby. Thank you. You know, Grandma tried. I try and I try and I try. You know, it boosts your it boosts your confidence when your man tells you that you are beautiful. And I put my makeup and everything on, fix my hair Sunday. I know I was looking good, y'all, but you know, I don't toot my own horn, you know. And when my husband had already dressed and got his tea and went sitting, I was reading the Sunday school lesson because we opened up church. And my husband is the overseer. So we open up the church and do all of that. And we the first one to get there because our pastor lived further away. So, you know, getting my stuff together, going back and forth to the bathroom. So I said, let me put my polishes in before I finish my makeup. Because I don't want to put on lipstick and then try to get my polishes in. No way, no how. No, sorry, Bob Jr. Thank you, Khadija. And yes, and I got my makeup and everything on and put my jewelry on and got my dress on and everything. I came out, my husband said, you know what, you're one pretty old lady. Well, you know, that's the only way I let him call me old if you put pretty in front of it. Let it stop. But you know, it boosts your self. Cause let me tell you, when I grew up, there was a lot of things that people used to say to me, like there was bullying back in the day, but it wasn't as prevalent as it was then. And there was a lot of things, because see, I grew up tall, skinny girl, you know, with no butt, no this, no that. And I said to myself, one day I'm going to have all this stuff. And yeah, I do. And they would say, you skinny as a stick of macaroni or you know, some, in it. So my confidence out to the point where I didn't want to go in a crowd. Even as I got older and got married and had my children, I didn't want to go where there was a crowd. I was afraid someone was going to say I was ugly. I didn't measure up to what, you know, the person next to me, you know, that I didn't have this. I didn't look this way. Didn't look that way. Well, so, you know, I had to get over myself. And you know, I said, God didn't make no mess. I'm who and what he wanted me to be. So all that stuff had to take a back seat. And I've been trying to get my granddaughter to record me for the outfit of the day, y'all. But when we see Sunday, we had 2 services. So by the time we got home from church Sunday, because they served us dinner that second service, we just put our stuff down, changed our clothes. I went to bed. My husband was watching TV, you know, out in the den and everything. My granddaughter went upstairs and lay down or watching Netflix or something. But you know, children can be cruel, and sometimes adults can be cruel too. You know, because I have had some ugly things said to me. But when people, let me tell y'all, when people realized I had a lot of brothers, a lot of male cousins that was at that school, asked me, did they stop ridiculing me? I've got a cousin, the one I said we call Cookie, that burned the smokehouse down. You could drop a quarter through his classroom. And another nickname they call him is Hand Jab. Yes. All he had to do, if he told you he was going to hit you with his hand, you would rather him and hit you with something harder. So, yeah, I grew up with a lot of, I told you I had 8 brothers. Well, only 2 of them was older than me. And I had, you know, younger brothers, but my baby brother is just a little older than my oldest child. And he still calls me baby, which I don't care. You know, he said, he'll call me, I'll come back, baby, how about so and so and so? But yeah, I have had a day of days, y'all. If you get a chance, go back and watch the replay. I have told some stories. My phone through charging. Oh, we're ringing. Thank you. That cut Bree had yesterday, I think. Let me see. I got to check my phone, see who was calling, make sure it was one of those calls that I tell you I don't answer. They call and those annoying calls. Are you hungry? Well, I'll fix something in a little bit. I ain't gonna be on here long. Look, y'all, everybody making videos about the wetline gel. I found it at Dollar Tree, y'all. Wetline. Super look. Wetline. Super look by Wetline. New styling gel, extreme hold. I'm gonna try it, y'all. Wish me luck. I told my daughter they had that spray hair color at Dollar Tree. She said, keep on with Dollar Tree. You don't have no hair. Give me a reason to cut more off. Thank y'all for all the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Okay, y'all. So let's talk about something else instead of me rambling on. Huh? Khadija? Y'all know I said so much. I don't remember what I said the last time. Yeah, y'all. So much goes on in a day in the life. My computer's fully charged, so let me unplug it. I made it my business, y'all, that I was not gonna fry the spare like I did the other ones, because this is my third laptop. The first one, my grandson poured water in it and he dropped it. But I had already fried the battery before then. It would not run without, it would not work without having it plugged in. Where the second one, I did the same thing. I kept forgetting once it charged to unplug it. And I fried the battery. So I had made up in my mind I was not gonna fry this battery, y'all. When it come to a full charge, I was gonna unplug it. Khadijah, you were saying I was right about something? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I would sure love to try it, y'all. I would have tried but once. But now that see before when I had perm in my hair, I was using curl cream from Dollar Tree. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look at some video of people using this wet line and see what kind of thing. Cause I want to do a wash and go. That's what I want. I want to do. I want to do a wash and go. But I don't think that wet line gel will be enough. I would need probably my leave-in and maybe some kind of curl cream. But I'm gonna look at some videos and I'm gonna do it. The only thing I hate, how when the hair is wet, how it draw up so tight. That's one thing. But I love my fro, y'all. I want it to be a fro. You know what I mean? I want it to be one of those fro that the hair look, you know. But I comb my hair, I comb my curls out. When I would, oh y'all, let me tell y'all this. Y'all ready for a story? Y'all tell me if y'all ready for a story of stories from my 93-year-old mom, okay? Yes. I want that kind of fro that You know the froze I'm talking about. My hair's still a little too straight, even though I have curls, but when I comb it out, it's still too flexible. You know what I mean? I want a fro, one of those froze like what's the man name that did Shaft? Richard Roundtree, one of those, a female version of that fro. 'Cause I remember back in the day, like when my husband met me, I had a fro. He was telling somebody the other day, somebody said, I remember when you had a fro back in the day. He was like, yeah, her fro was way out here. I had one of those Angela Davis froze. I would plait my hair at night and get up in the morning and pick it. And then when the wind would blow through it and part it, and when the wind gone, it would fall right back in place. I love my fro now. I told my husband the other day, my daughter had been after me forever to go natural, let my perm grow out. And I was like, no, you know what happens when you don't have when you get the new growth, the hair is so nappy at the root. She said, just put some oil or something on it. Well, I had to eat those words, y'all. But tomorrow's my wash day, so I might try that wet line in some kind of way. But the other day, what I did, I made a puff. Then I took a little out from the back and, a little out from here, what they call the tendril curls. And I put a little water and a little gel on it and made little curls. I kind of like that style. So I'm going to, play with some styles, some styles I see other, cause I seen, I seen different little styles that I want to try. Yes, a real fro. A real fro. I told my husband the new Shaft is coming out June 14 with Samuel L. Jackson. I love Samuel L., y'all. I love Samuel L. Jackson and Will Smith. Oh, I was saying, I went to see my 93-year-old, my mom. Y'all know my mom is in our assisted living. She's 93. I tell y'all my mom is a hoot. Y'all give me a thumbs up if give me a heart icon, because she gave me the thumbs up. I was thinking about the thumbs up from here. But give me some kind of sign that you want to hear a story of my mom when I went to see her. Y'all, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I'll be right back. But I'm gonna wait for those signs. Give me an emoji, maybe a heart or something, if y'all want to hear the story. It's a good one. I'll be right back. Ba, 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 ba. Dum doo doo dum dum. Comma, dum doo doo dum dum. Breaking up is hard to do. Don't take your love away from me. Comma, dum, don't you leave my heart in misery. Comma, dum, does it come that we've been through? 'Cause breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say that this is the end. We're breaking up, I think we should make it up again. I beg of you. Y'all know that was Neil Sedaka. I used to like him too. Think of all that we've been through. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say that this is the end. Yo, I don't know how that song coming up in my mind, y'all. Sometimes I tell my husband I said, that song is stuck in my head. and then I'll commence to singing it. You know, you can get a tune stuck in your head. That was one of those tunes. So now I probably got it stuck in y'all heads. Only 3 in here. So, okay. Y'all want the story of my mom when I went to see her. What was it, Monday or Tuesday? V, do you remember Neil Sedaka? Cute little white boy. Well, not a boy now, but back then, you know, he was only a few years older than me. I loved his voice. Shake it up, baby. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Come on, baby. Come on and work it all out. Y'all, let me tell you, because I'm gonna have to probably go and make my husband. Tell my husband we're having Franks and beans tonight. I don't cook. I don't cook till I'm cooked out. So it's time to, you know, have something for a change that's, you know, kind of low key, easy going. Khadijah said she had those beans the other day. Khadijah, the other day I put navy beans in my crock pot. And when you were talking about them beans, girl, I fixed those navy beans. And y'all know when you have bacon, you save the bacon drippings, right? And when my granddaughter get ready to cook an egg or something, I said, put some of this bacon grease in there. No, Grandma, that's nasty. So she gonna use oil when she fried her egg. But I take some of the bacon dripping, fry my eggs, and then I don't put any other salt in it, right? How about when I cook it and fix it with that, she'll eat it. But if she cook it and gonna be cooking it herself, she don't use the bacon grease, okay? She said, that's nasty. I tell you, these children these days, I know our pastor's son was talking about how the generation now, back in the day, in our generation, those before us, if they had something that was broken, they would fix it. Now, if it gets broken, they throw it away instead of trying to fix it. And this is a throwaway generation. Or they'll say, well, what you worry about so and so for? It's only, it come from the thrift store. I don't care if it's given to me free. If it's mine, I'm going to cherish it. That's the way you should do. You know, that's what I'm telling them. Y'all keep getting, I keep getting the, y'all know I can't hardly see with my glasses on, right? I keep getting these, I guess from my hair and sticking my hands in my glasses. I'm gonna think about getting my daughter to put me on some lashes, y'all, to see how that. Okay, now I see. But I don't understand why I thought when I went live, it was gonna be using my camera from my computer. I guess whatever camera you got available. Anyway, y'all, I went to see my mom. I tell you, my mom is a hoot. She don't take no mess. She's in her assisted living, right? But when you know, a lot of times they'll take some of the residents and sit them out front with a TV and they could socialize with one another. So they all sitting in like an L formation. So the middle of the floor, people could pass and everything. So it was one old lady. Well, she wasn't real. I don't think she was as old as my mom, but she was sitting over there and she kept telling people to move the walker. She was going to get up. Well, she and my mom had been sparring all day. So when I got there and talking to my mom said, Gail, let me get up. I said, get up. What she said. She pointed to me. She said, I'm going over there and beat her. Well, she said the word, but I'm going to tell y'all, she said ASS, but she didn't spell it, you know, because I don't want to curse. Going over there and beat her. I said, Mama. And she was telling me that the lady said this and the lady said that. She don't know who she messing with. Cause I would go in there and I would kick her, you know. I said, Mama, look, listen. I said, her mind is not what it used to be. And she don't know what she said. Mama, yes, she do. And I'm going to make sure if she said that, she won't say it no more. I said, come on. And I just, well, come on, girl. You don't want to do that. And I said, Mama, I ain't got no money to be going getting you out of jail. And then don't be talking about fighting because the workers, someone, 2 or 3 of them sit out there with them. And they was laughing. They said, yeah, they've been sparring all day. So I said, Mom, I said, I ain't got no money to be coming getting you out of jail. She said, I got my own money. I said, I'm going to go call my other brothers and sisters, tell them you've been holding out on us. You got money. I want to see where this money is. And she kept saying, so she said, talking about she going to bring an army. I said, well, don't you have an army? She said, yeah, I got an army and navy too. And I said, well, who your army is? So she was calling the last name of some of the older heads from the family, like the last names of some of the family groups. She said, let them come on. I got my army. I said, well, Mom, all them children you had, I said, you had all these children, don't you think you got an army without calling them? She said, yeah, that's right. She said, she looked down, she said, y'all, she pointed to me, this is my oldest daughter here. I said, Mama, I ain't come here to fight now. I said, I'm not going to be, yeah. Mom still talking about fight. I said, Mama, don't tell her. She said, this is my oldest daughter here. And she was getting ready to say that I was going to go over there and help her beat the woman. I said, no, Mom, I ain't come here to fight. I come here to see. So she was asking about different family members. She said, I got Uncle so-and-so, and I got Aunt so-and-so, and I got this one, I got this cousin. She was naming out all the people. And I said, Mama. I said, so then she said they told her which conjure doctor to go to, and don't go to Jimmy Jordan, because there's some of her people where Jimmy Jordan was my great grandpa, which was my mama's grandpa. Mama, no, Mama ain't playing. She read it and she was like this. Y'all know my mama don't weigh 98 pounds, soaking wet with rocks in her pocket. Mama is little teeny. She's petite. She probably about 5'1" or 2 if she's that tall, and probably weigh about 8 or 9 pounds. All, like I said, she don't weigh 98 pounds, soaking wet with rocks in her pocket. And she was getting on the edge of her seat. I said, Mama, if that woman stood up and you stood up at the same time, gonna walk and meet each other, I said, y'all both would need help. I said, Mama, so this is my mama. I said, Mama, listen, I don't want to say it out loud. I said, but that woman mind is gone. Her mind ain't like yours. She ain't got her full capacity. Mama said she sure ain't gonna have it when I finish with her. Mama ready to fight. And she kept. So as I tried to calm her down, she asked me, didn't I have somewhere to go? Leave out so she can beat that woman, you know what? I said, Mama, come on now. I don't want them to call me and tell me, go bail you out of jail. And she was naming out all this stuff. Cause Mama ain't raised me to be no fool, man. I can this and I can that. And Mama was ready to fight that day. You hear me? So when I left out, I called my oldest brother. And he said, I told Mama to stop that stuff. Mama keeps something going down there, y'all. She is the life of the party. She either gonna be ignoring them when they talk to her. She's gonna ignore them by speaking French. Or she's gonna, just almost bounce off the wall. And I said, Mama, I said, it's gonna be time for y'all to eat out the while. So then you go in your room, probably watch some TV and go to bed. Mama was ready to fight, y'all. So she said, she held up her finger. I told y'all she got them long claws. And she be doing like this. Come on. No. Come on over here. She told the woman, she said, run on over here like you don't see me sitting here. Because I know when my grandpa and them, they had my great grandpa had 2 baseball teams. And I used to hear him when the pitcher was holding up his glove. come to me, big kid, come to me. You know, that was telling the one that was hitting the ball to hit the ball towards the pitcher. And the pitcher would hold out these girls, come to me, big kid, come to me. They keep doing it. So mom was sitting there, I guess she remembered from the baseball days. Mama said, mm-hmm. Come on over here, sugar. Come on over here, honey, like you don't see me sitting here. She said, I'm going to send you back over there flying. Mama was, what you said, lit. Mama was lit that day, y'all. Let me tell y'all. I stayed there. Yes, mom was lit, Monique, let me tell you. She was in rare form that day. Yes, she was in rare form that day. So I have to go and fix Franks and Beans. So do y'all want me to sign off? I could probably sign off and come back later. That way we'll all get a break. Or either I could just sign off when I'm done and just let it be, and then y'all can watch the replay. My mom was feisty the same way, or feisty. I said feisty. So, okay. My grandma, she got on the school bus so many a day because one of my little brothers stayed with my grandma because I have a little brother that was born on another brother's birthday. So that means the other one turned a year old today. The one that's younger was born. So my grandmother came and got the 1 year old, told my mom, said, let me keep, because she called Larry her little red boy, let me keep Red while, you just had the baby until you get up about and everything. How about my grandma kept, and every time mom tried to bring her home, she said, if you carry my little red boy home, that would be the death of me. So my little brother, my grandma nicknamed Red, he's always been a little person, right? I don't mean he was, like a little person, but he was just small in stature like my mom, short. Well, whenever they wanted, we could be walking down the road. Some of the boys could be walking down the road, and if somebody had a beef with one of the big boys, they would punch one of the little boys. Well, someone did that on the school bus, and my grandma said they were not going to get away with punching my little red boy. So she goes on the bus, and she told the bus driver what she was going to do, what she was going to do to the one that punched my brother, what she was going to do to the bus driver. And my principal was a bald-headed man named Mr. Bo. So the bus driver said, when I get to the school, I'm going to tell Mr. Bo this is it. My grandma told her, said, I'll put old bald-head ass Bo, ass. So you tell him anything you want to. So my grandma wouldn't go to the school. She told my granddad to take her to the school so she can go have it out with the principal. My granddad said, my granddad called my grandmother Rena. He said, Rena, I'm not going to tell you down there the fussing on, but they call it friend improving. That's a country term, meaning, asking somebody what was going on or having a beef with somebody. He said, Rena, I'm not going to get you to that school to friend improve with that principal. My grandma said, Isaac, if you don't take me, I'm going to start out walking. My granddad said, well, Rena, you just go ahead and walk. Grandma grabbed her pocketbook, throwed it on her shoulder, half she carried it. She started out walking, and before you get to where the school is, you had to cross over a bridge. And my grandpa thought about Mammy trying to walk all the way to that school. Well, when she started out walking, he got in the car, he picked her up and carried her down. And he said, I'm going to carry you there against my better judgment. And don't you go in there talking about fighting that principal. I don't know, because one of my cousin's mom had a little, what they call juke joint. It was called the Stardust Inn. And we said it so fast, we thought they said start a sin. We would say it so fast, stardust in. And we thought they were saying start a sin. And at a certain time, some of the children, we could go down there and put money in the jukebox and dance and stuff. But after a certain time, we would all have to leave and walk back down to grandma's house. Well, me and a couple of my cousins, we you know how they had those color block dresses with maybe some red here, some yellow here, and had little streaks of black running down like it was ribbon. Well, we had on our little dresses like that, and we had on some white go-go boots. So we were gonna be like the girls on what the dance show was, the Lord Thaxton show, and another one. We got up on the table and we were dancing like go-go girls. We were dancing. My cousin came out there, she said, "What y'all doing on my table dancing?" We were like, we pretending we on the TV show, on the Lord Thaxton show or whatever show it was. She said, "Y'all don't get your little, what's apostrophe off my table." Well, in the front part, in the back part of the juke joint were her living quarters, right? So she said, we let your children come, because a whole bunch of us, all family, and we come down there like between 5 and 7 or something like that, because when it starts to get dark, the older people were there and they were serving alcoholic beverages. So, we couldn't be in there while they were serving alcoholic beverages. So after a certain time, and plus it would be getting dark and we had to walk back down to grandma's house. So, I told you we always walked in a single file like the little rascals or some mama ducks and her ducklings. That's the way we always walked. We always walked in single file. The older, bigger boys would be in the front. It might be one or two older boys in the main back with the younger children and the girls kind of like in the middle. That's how we went. So when that certain time came, but me and my cousin turned her back. Me and my cousin were back on them table being go-go girls, honey. We had on the white go-go boots and our little mod dresses like the girls in the mod squads are laughing in. We know. So everybody was like, y'all better get off them tables. Because me and this one cousin, we was kind of like, my aunt said, we worked off the same brain, because whatever one thought of it, the other one had thought of it 5-10 minutes before that one thought of it. But my aunt would say, y'all operating on the same wavelength. It's like y'all, we were like Siamese twins. I mean, y'all, if we had some fun, y'all, I don't have no sad story as far as growing up my childhood, because if like this, we didn't worry about if this one had on, because back then, no one was wearing expensive sneakers. No, everybody had hand-me-down. And I had aunts and cousins stuff that lived in New York. And like, they would give us hand-me-down and send it down here. And we was, so if we were considered poor, we all didn't know, because everybody in the same circle was the same way. It's not like today when everybody, one got to try to outdo the other, as far as the status, where if you buy $200 pair of sneakers, to be sure, I need to buy one that's $300 or $400. The more radical we got was Converse, and I never cared too much for sneakers. Yes, everybody, because most of us together, we was cousins, and we had some others that weren't family members that we went to school with or played with some. If the person next door was poor, were considered poor, we all went to the same school, we went to the same churches, we saw each other all the time. So whatever status House A was in, House B was in the same status. Okay, then you had House C, D and all like that. Everybody wore hand-me-down, and you were ready to get those hand-me-downs too. I remember the first time when my aunt sent some clothes down here and I was able to get a leather coat. Shoot, you couldn't show me a red apple. I had me a leather coat. Yes, my aunt would send some nice stuff down here. That's the truth, Monique. If we went somewhere and somebody picked on one of us, they picked on all of us. Even if we had to go home and get some more cousins that were bigger than us. You know how the little rascal, when they would go somewhere and they want to be taller, somebody would stand on the other person's shoulder? Well, I mean, we stuck together. Mama had to ask my cousins about, sometimes some of my cousins on Facebook, we would bring up a memory that, you know, but yeah. I told you if I went to school, when I went to school, and like I said, I was one of the ones that got ridiculed about being tall and skinny and shaped like a stick of macaroni, or I guess they meant spaghetti because macaroni got curves. I didn't have any curves. Stuff like that. But when they realized I had all those male cousins and I had all those brothers, asked me, did that tune change? Mhm. Plus, someone was scared of my granddaddy. Cause my granddaddy was. My great grandpa was a conjure doctor, and my granddad was a conjure doctor. That's why a lot of times they were afraid of us because they didn't know what grandpa and granddad would do. They weren't going to do anything. It wasn't like that, you know. I can hear Val and Coco say, because we got it like that. Well, anyway, I'm gonna. That's right. And you know, you say it was just you and your brother. Imagine having 8 brothers. Where at that time, some of the younger ones, you know, wasn't old enough to ride with us like that. But we had some cousins that stuck with us that was like brothers. So if you picked on something like one boy might have picked on me, but they're my cousin. I told you can drop a cord through his classroom. Them country boys, they ain't take no mess. All they got to look at you and say, what you said to my cousin? What you said to my sister? I ain't said nothing. I ain't said nothing. And they would be saying it so low. I ain't said nothing. Must have been somebody else. And they would say, hey, they would call somebody's name. Who said something about Kareem? Y'all know it wasn't me. Because I'm friend with the family. I said, you lie. My brother drew back a baseball bat at him one day. He said, say it one more time, they don't want you. Say it, and I'll hit you just for lying. Oh, okay. Oh, we had both, where some of us, my grandmother said, go over the river. So some of us was on this side of the river, some of us over that side of the river. So they always said, go up that. We was in Muffinsburg, and where my maternal grandparents was considered Como. So to go over there, my mom would say, go over the river. And like one time, mom told me to get off the bus at grandma's house. Well, she didn't say which grandma. And I knew which grandma. She wanted me to go over the river. Well, I made up in my mind. I had made up in my mind I wasn't going over no river. My brother said, you know, Mom talking about going over the river. I said, we're tough. Mama wants somebody to go over the river. I was like, Louise Jefferson was at the time when she's mama got at her about Egypt. I ain't want none of your old ready food, no way. I said, Mama wants somebody to go over the river. She go over the river. My sister said, my brother said, oh, Cole, I'm going to tell. I said, I hope you do. Yeah. Hold on a minute. Tell my daughter she should have got water when she was down here. Right. I'm going to hurt all of y'all. I'm trying to see if there's no bottled water, cold, but it's not. So y'all save y'all bottle. Tell her I'm gonna do it this time. Next time it'll be on her. Huh? Yeah, y'all, I told my brother, I says, Mama wants somebody to go over the river, she go over the river. Well, let me tell you. Okay. Well, I didn't go over the river. I went to my paternal grandparents' house. Well, when my mom sent my dad to get me, my dad had told my maternal grandparents that when he got me home, he was gonna light my ass up, right? Well, I told y'all when I went over there, I was the oldest grandchild, so I was more likely, I was spoiled to the max, right? And my grandma was like, my dad's name was McCoy. They just call him Coy. My grandma, my paternal grandma, she was real soft spoken. She said, Coy, don't beat her, don't whip her because she just want to come over here and see us. And I was over there all the time, y'all. Daddy said, well, she's over here all the time. Grandma said, well, anytime she want to come, just come on. If my mama ever told me she would light me up, my mama was a heavy-handed little woman, y'all. So when we got in the car and Dad driving home, he said, well, I'm going to take Mom's advice and I'm going to tell Doris not to light you up today, but if you pull this stuff again, you get your tore up. Yeah. Well, when I got home, Mama gave me down in the country. Well, my brothers, they were standing in the background laughing. I turned around and gave them, looked at them like that and rolled my eyes. Mama turned up and tell my brother, because all those that was home with me was younger than me. So, you wait till Mama leave. I'm going to get you. So they run back in a corner somewhere like a little scared mouse. All beside my brother Matthew. God rest his soul. Matthew was a few years under me, but he ain't take no ish. You understand? If anybody got a beat down, it was from him. Hey, Fallon, please see. I'm getting ready to sign off so I can go make dinner, but I'm gonna try to come back. I'm not gonna promise because I have some things to do, but I'm gonna try to get back, y'all, so we can talk some more and give them a chance to and then I'm gonna make dinner and I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna try to come back if I don't only come back for. Okay, Monique. Okay, I'm gonna try to get back, y'all, but if I don't get back, I'll try to get back. Well, tomorrow's my regular go live day, so if I don't get back today, y'all see me tomorrow. And I hope y'all enjoyed my little stories, okay? Okay. So, Fallon, I can't pronounce your name, baby. But catch us again tomorrow. No, I don't. What is it? I don't have any paper here to write. Let me get my piece of paper. What is it? Okay. All right. And hopefully I will be live tomorrow. And if I don't see y'all tonight, I see you tomorrow. And if you have any questions or anything to ask me, write it down. And Fallon can see, I guess I'm pronouncing your name right. I don't know what you're asking. No, I do not know what is Curtis Human. So are you a troll? Well, anyway, y'all, I will bid you, if I don't get I'll bid you good night. 'Cause I want to try this wetline gel I'm gonna try a little bit in my hair tonight to see if I want to try it. Tomorrow not wash day. So I'll probably come on before I wash my hair. So Fallon Kasik, I guess how you pronounce it. If you wanna tell me what it is before I go, do so right quick, because I'm getting ready to sign off. And I gotta go put on some shoes, y'all. I got things to do, people to see, places to go, baby. So whenever you're ready. People gather around whenever you're ready. Then the music begins to play. Automatically on the way. Are you ready? During the market time, you need a big drum. It's thundering. Y'all know what we do in the country when it thunder and lightning. We turn everything off. Okay, God doing his work, and we're gonna let him do his work in peace. So until next video, everybody, bye-bye.